yogis. So we're here meeting together. I always sit that way because that's how I used to be able to sit, but I can't because of a bit of a knee injury these days. Anyway, I am taking care of it, but hopefully you are all doing well. And I wanted to film this class that I've done actually 3 times in the last couple days, and it's felt really good in my body. I've felt strong and connected, and so hopefully you'll enjoy it and get something out of it. So we'll start to land on our mat. We'll take, if you're joining me, you'll want 2 blocks, definitely 1 anyway, but maybe 2 if you typically practice with 2, and we'll use it later on in the practice. All right, so starting to sink the hips over the heels and starting to let the chest melt down towards the mat. Taking the third eye space to the mat and then just gently rolling across the third eye space, inviting that intuitive wisdom into your practice and taking a couple of nice big breaths starting to land on the mat. So nice big inhale and offer it out. Another nice big inhale and let it go. One more time. Nice, and just starting to set a bit of an intention, something you'd like to cultivate on your mat today. Keeping it nice and simple, maybe just one single word. Something your mind can come back to when it begins to wander. Next, inhale, pull the belly in and up and start to shift into a tabletop shape. So we're starting to stack the shoulders on top of the wrists, hips on top of the knees. You can press into the tops of the feet. We want to make sure we're not sinking the shoulders down towards the mat or kind of letting the belly be soft. So we want to pull the belly in and up, nice long flat spine, be pressing the floor away, and then create space in the collarbones. So triceps to the back of the mat, biceps to the front of the mat, and just really ground through the hands, the knees, the tops of the feet. Feel yourself connecting to the earth below you. Start to seal the lips, connecting to your Ujjayi breath. And then start to move through some cat-cow stretches. So inhale, lift the gaze, tailbone reaches for the ceiling. And then exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, tuck the tailbone down to the knee crease. Really press the back body to the ceiling. Inhale, find your cow. And exhale, find your cat. Move with your own breath, shifting between your cat and your cow. And then you might even add in a little bit of movement. So you might kind of find a little bit of tail wagging. You might circle the shoulders around the wrists, finding a little movement there. If you do that, make sure you go one direction and then the next. But whatever you're doing, starting to kind of feel through the edges of your physical body today, stay with your breath. Nice. So we'll start to come back to a tabletop shape. On your next inhale, we'll tuck the toes. And then on the exhale, we're going to find this modified downward facing dog. So rib cage to the thighs, nice. And heels are stacking on top of the toes. Sits bones reaching for the ceiling. Nice long flat spine. Neck is nice and loose. You might nod the head yes. Nod the head no. Stay with your breath. Another inhale. And exhale. Begin to paddle the feet, finding your downward facing dog. We'll inhale, ripple the spine forward to your high plank. Strong and steady, keep pressing the floor away, core is engaged. Inhale, and exhale, start to release down to the knees. Beautiful. So we'll inhale, right leg goes long off the body, find the ball of the foot, press into the ball of the foot, really send the heel towards the wall behind you. Stay pressing into the ball of the foot. You might stay right here, or you might start to hug the left knee into the chest. Keep pressing into the ball of the right foot, allowing the heel to work towards the back of the room. Left knee hugs into the chest. One more breath. And exhale, release the left knee down to the mat. Release the right heel down to the mat. We're gonna take weight in the left hand and then peel the heart space open, coming into a modified side plank. And so you might take the left foot out behind you if that gives you a little stability, or you can keep it all in line. Left shoulder is externally rotated to really stabilize the shoulder. Right fingertips reaching for the ceiling. Inhale. On the exhale, reach the right fingertips towards the wall in front of you. Keep the rib cage knit together, core is engaged. Keep reaching, reaching, reaching. Another nice big inhale. Next inhale, keep reaching, float the right foot. Beautiful. Woo! You gotta keep the core engaged. And again, you can always kind of kick that left foot out behind you if you'd like. Big inhale. On the exhale, maybe you bring the elbow to the knee. Inhale, open, extend. Exhale, bring it together. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, elbow to the knee. This time we'll inhale, open, reach, 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 and exhale. Left foot releases. Nice. Right foot, or that was the right foot. Right foot releases, right fingertips reach to the ceiling. Really press the floor away on the left hand. You might stay right here, or you might press into the outer edge of that right foot. Hug the left knee into the left tricep, and then exhale, release. Nice job. Right hand comes down to the mat, right knee releases, and then we're gonna give the wrists a little bit of love. So either fingertips pointing towards each other, or fingertips pointing back towards the knees. Broaden the collarbones, let the hips sink back. We're working towards straight elbows. This is a really big wrist opener, so if this isn't something that you do all the time, then just do one hand at a time. So fingertips pointing towards the midline, and then you can kind of keep more weight off the wrist joint. Make sure you're taking care of yourself and listening to your body. If you're on one hand, you'll come onto the other. Nice. And then we'll come back to our tabletop shape. We're gonna tuck the toes and then find that modified downward facing dog again. Let the head hang heavy, sits bones reach, reach, reach for the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, melt the heels down towards the mat. Try to keep that length in the spine. Belly's pulled in and up, shoulder blades wrapping around the rib cage. Next inhale, ripple the spine forward to your high plank. Nice, strong, strong, strong. Core's engaged deeply, inhale. And exhale, gently release the knees down to the mat. Nice. So from here, we're gonna inhale, send the left leg long off the body. Really press into the ball of the foot, grounding down. You might stay right here, releasing the calf and Achilles, or you might start to hug that right knee into the chest. And so you'll know that you kind of work forward. So keep pressing into the heel and hugging into the chest. This asks the core to work a little differently. One more inhale. And exhale, release the right knee down to the mat. Left heel spins down. Weight goes in the right hand, left fingertips reach. And so you might come into this stacked shape, or you might kick that right foot out from behind the body, creating a bit of a kickstand. Keep pressing into the outer edge of the left foot. Inhale. Exhale, left fingertips reach to the front of the room. Keep the core nice and engaged, rib cage knit together. Next inhale, reach with those left fingertips. Left foot floats. Inhale. Exhale, knee to the elbow. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring it together. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, elbow to the knee. Reach. This time, exhale, left foot plants down. Really ground down into the outer edge of that left foot. Left fingertips reach. You might stay right here, finding length in the side body, or if you're looking for that strength, hug that right knee into the right elbow. Another inhale, and exhale, right knee releases, left hand releases, left knee releases. Nice job. So we'll come up to hands and knees. Give the wrists another, kind of little bit of swirling. These hulas, right? They look kind of like hula dancers. Nice. We'll inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Sit the hips and come back into a child's pose. So you'll start to walk the hands forward. Next inhale, we'll shift forward to a tabletop shape. Tuck the toes and find downward facing dog. We'll inhale, heels rise, gaze comes forward, feet come to the top of the mat. Reach the heart space and exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, fingers sweep out and up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Gently tuck the chin to the chest and just notice how you feel. Tune in, stay connected. So we're in this very unreliable time, right? Where things are changing drastically and we never really know what side is up and what side is down, and everything just kind of seems to be spinning. But there's a couple things that are still reliable, that are dependable. And one of those is our breath. So I want you to really depend on your breath to guide you through this practice. Lean into what you know will continue, right? So we don't question whether the inhale is coming after the exhale. We just know it will be there. So lean into that. Rest easy in the fact that the inhale, the exhale, it's dependable, it's reliable, it's going to continue to come. And even in our yoga practice where we shape the breath, we kind of force the breath how we want it to work, it's still dependable. Nice big inhale. And offer it out. Nice. Inhale, fingertips reach. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway lift. We'll plant the hands, step the feet back, find a high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, knees release, elbows hug the side body, lower all the way down to the mat. Press into the tops of the feet, roll the shoulders open, lift the gaze, lift the heart, find your cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift the heart, and exhale, release. We'll inhale, press it back to our tabletop, tuck the toes, and exhale, find downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, inhale, heels lift, gaze comes forward, feet to the top of the mat. Take a halfway lift, reach the heart space, and exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, step the feet back, find your high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Press into the tops of the feet. Lift the gaze, lift the heart. Maybe your cobra rises a little higher. And exhale, find downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, heels rise, gaze comes forward. Maybe you hop the feet to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. Halfway. Plant the hands, step it back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, find your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. That reliable, dependable breath. Guiding you through your practice. Inhale, heels lift, gaze comes forward. Hop the feet to the top of the mat, halfway, and exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. Halfway lift. We'll plant the hands, maybe you hop back right into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right foot steps between the hands. So we're going to keep the left hand plugged in, either with the floor, the mat, the floor or tented fingers, or maybe a block. So find something that allows you to really plug in. We're going to externally rotate that left shoulder and then keep the right hip hugging into the midline. Left heel stacking on top of the toes. Right hand peels the heart space open. Find a twist. Keep hugging the right hip into the midline, grounding down through that left hand, right fingertips, actively reaching to the ceiling. Strong energy. Big inhale. Exhale, right hand plants. We'll take the left hand off the block. Step forward. Left foot floats. And exhale, left foot meets the right. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. Halfway lift. Plant the hands. Flow through a vinyasa. Or you can always skip one, skip them all, find down dog, or child's pose. We'll inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left foot steps between the hands. So once again, either hand stays planted, tented fingers, or a block. Find something that makes sense to you. Keep that left hip hugging into the midline, right shoulder externally rotated. Inhale. Left fingertips peel the heart space open. Think about expanding across the heart space. Keep making little micro adjustments with each breath. Belly's pulled in and up. Right rib cage is working towards the left thigh. Nice big rotation in the spine. Exhale, left hand plants. We're going to shift forward. Right foot floats. Exhale, right foot meets the left. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. Halfway. Plant the hands, flow through. Nice. This time we'll inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right knee hugs into the chest. Inhale, open, extend, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee hugs into the chest. Press the floor away, hug that knee in, and then gracefully step that right foot between the hands. Keep the left heel stacked on top of the toes, right hip hugging into the midline. Core's engaged. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift the heart. Fingertips reach to the ceiling. So we're looking for a nice long torso. So we're not looking to be so low that we're finding this big giant flared rib cage, mostly because we lose our balance, but also because it can do damage to the lumbar spine. So nice long flat spine, and then we're working for that knee to stack on top of the heel, the right knee on top of the heel, and then if the left hip flexors are tight and it's too much to straighten the leg, just soften it a little bit. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift the heart space, and exhale, find your twist. So left elbow, right knee, maybe the tricep to the thigh, but be working the hands to the heart space. So you might stay here, you might open the wings, or you might find a bind. So you might find a half bind, taking the right hand to the base of the spine, or you might find a full bind, kind of internally rotating that left shoulder, taking the left forearm under the right hamstring. If you wobble, it's okay. We'll gently start to unwind. So take your time. Inhale, rise, nice. Exhale, hands frame the foot. Woo! Step the left foot forward to meet the right. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. This glute might be a little fiery. Stay with it. Pull the belly in and up. Sink the hips nice and low. Heels are weighted, toes are light. Big inhale. Exhale, sink it just a little lower. Nice. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. Halfway. We'll flow through a vinyasa. Next inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left knee hugs into the chest. Inhale, open, extend. Exhale, hug it in tight. Really hug it in there. Lift, lift, lift through the hips. And then gracefully, left foot steps between the hands. So kind of get your spacing that you need. Right heel stacking on top of the toes. Pull the belly in and up, left hip hugging into the midline. Lift the gaze, lift the heart, fingertips reach. So kind of same thing, soften the right knee. If the hip flexor's tight, keep the left hip hugging into the midline. Belly's pulled in and up, nice long torso, fingertips actively reaching to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and then exhale, start to find your twist. Elbow to the knee, tricep to the thigh, but try not to collapse down onto that left thigh. So keep lifting the rib cage up off that left thigh. Arms might open. You might find the half bind, continuing to roll that left shoulder open. Or you might start to find the full bind. So taking that internal rotation, finding that lift. Be able to breathe, finding that reliable, that dependable breath, guiding you through. One more. And then gently start to unwind. Nice, inhale, totally unwind. Woo, that glute is on fire. Exhale, hands frame the foot. We'll step the right foot forward to meet the left, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hips sink, chest rises, chair pose. Keep the heels weighted, toes light, hips are back in space. Big inhale. Exhale, sink it a little lower. Woo! Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. Halfway. We're gonna flow through. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Let it go. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right foot steps between the hands. We're gonna keep that left hand plugged in, and this would be a great place for a block. So this is where I had the plan of using one. And so we'll take an inhale, right fingertips peel the chest open, and then we're gonna start to wander the left hand forward. And so it may, if it's on the floor or a block, keep reaching it forward, keep hugging that right hip into the midline, right fingertips reaching, keeps reaching with those left fingertips, and then eventually that left foot will begin to float. Left hands under the left shoulder to the best of your ability, working the rotation. So this is revolved half moon. Left leg is standing on the wall behind you. Nice big inhale. Exhale. Right hand releases down to the mat. Left hand releases down to the mat. Find your standing split. So left toes sweep all the way to the ceiling. Inhale. Let it go. Inhale. And exhale. Left foot meets the right. Nice. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. On the inhale, hips sink, chest rises, chair pose. So we're going to twist the opposite way here. Inhale. Exhale. Right elbow, left knee. Maybe the tricep to the thigh, finding our way into a chair twist. So we want the knees in line, the hips in line. Heart space working to the thumbs. So you might open the arms here, and you might find a side arm balance. So finding your way into side curl, Keep the elbows squeezing together. If Kundinyasana is part of your practice, this block, you can always find it. If you have a block in the way, just chuckle because nothing's going as planned. So we'll find our way back to our twisted chair. Nice big inhale. And then exhale, unwind. Inhale, rise. Nice. Exhale, bow. Halfway lift. We'll flow through a vinyasa. So hands plant, feet go back. You can always skip it. Inhale. Let it go. We'll inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left foot steps between the hands. And so this is where we want the block under the right hand, left hips hugging into the midline, right shoulders externally rotating. Inhale, left fingertips reach. Find your twist. And then take the gaze down to the right hand. It might wander forward. Keep reaching, reaching, reaching. Keep hugging that left hip into the midline. Keep reaching, reaching, reaching. Left fingertips to the ceiling. Right toes, or right foot standing on the wall behind you. Keep working the rotation, heart space working to the wall on the left of you. Big inhale. And exhale, left hand plants, right hand plants. Right toes float, find your standing splits. Another inhale. Exhale, right foot meets the left. Beautiful. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. So just take a moment. Notice how you feel. Notice that strong life force energy probably pumping through you pretty, strongly. And, come back to that reliable breath, the dependability. The inhale's coming, the exhale's coming. We don't have to make that happen. We might shape the breath, but we're not making the breath happen. Inhale. Soften the edges, offer it out. Inhale, fingertips reach. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway. We're going to flow through a vinyasa. We're going to inhale, right leg rises. On the exhale, right foot steps about halfway up the mat. We're going to spin the left heel down. So we're finding our pyramid feet. And then inhale, reach, reach, reach the heart space forward. Start to straighten that right leg. And exhale, fold. So if you need a micro bend in the knee, go for it. But keep reaching the heart space forward. Keep the right hip, kind of moving back in space and hugging into the midline. Try to avoid the big arched spine and see if you can keep seeking length. Keep the belly pulled in and up. Next, inhale, lift the gaze, lift the heart. Fingertips reach to the front of the room. Even pressure in both hands. Keep reaching for the ceiling. Nice. Inhale. Exhale. Hands sweep behind the back. Find the interlace of the fingers and roll the shoulders open. And so if you notice this big giant flare in the rib cage, see if you can start to bring that down. Engage the core. Another inhale. And exhale, start to hinge at the hips. Knuckles reaching for the ceiling. Now, if you notice that everything starts to get congested, back out so that you can keep that nice long flat spine, reaching the heart space forward, and the knuckles working towards the ceiling. Another inhale. Exhale, release the bind with control. Release the hands down to the feet. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, wander the hands to the left. Spin all 10 toes to the long left side of your mat. I'll peek down and say hello. And then you might want to heel toe the feet wide if you'd like. Now we'll take a nice big inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, start to fold. So if you like getting upside down as much as I do, then press into the outer edges of the feet. Keep reaching, reaching, reaching for the mat with the crown. Plant the hands and squeeze the elbows together. You'll start to press the floor away. Lift the hips, toe tips. The other fingers start reaching towards the ceiling. So there's this beautiful quote on our wall that says, "Do not worry that your life is turning upside down. How do you know the side you are used to is better than the one to come?" Such a fitting quote right now in our lives, this crazy, ever-changing world. Yeah, nice. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we're gonna wander the hands to the back of the mat. So the left toes are gonna spin, nice. And then we're gonna come onto the ball of the right foot. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, we're gonna pop that right foot about halfway in, coming back into that pyramid, those pyramid feet. Inhale, arms rise. Nice. And actually, I forgot to take one of the blocks. So you'll want a block in your right hand. Sorry about that. You'll keep the left hip crease coming back. Left hand goes to the left hip, and then we'll have that right block, or the block in the right hand. We'll inhale, right fingertips reach to the ceiling. On the exhale, hinge the hips. Keep reaching, reaching, reaching with the block, the hand, and eventually it's going to touch down on the outside of the left foot. Have the block be at a height that you can really ground into. So this can be a really challenging shape. We want even pressure in both feet. We're coming into revolved triangle. So we'll inhale, left fingertips come reaching for the floor, and then on the exhale, we're going to start to peel the heart space open. Find your twist. Keep that right shoulder externally rotated, expanding through the heart space. Another inhale, and exhale. Left hand releases. Both hands frame the left foot. We're going to bend into the left knee. Step that right foot way back. Nice. And then we're going to step the left foot back to meet the right. Flow through a vinyasa. Inhale. Let it go. We're going to inhale, left leg rises. And then exhale, left foot steps about halfway up the mat. Nice. We're going to spin the right heel down. Again, square the hips to the short edge of your mat. Shoulders reaching or squaring, and heart space reaching. So this is a great place for blocks if you need them. We're working on straight legs, even pressure in both feet, and keep reaching, reaching, reaching the heart space. Looking for that long, flat spine. Nice. Next inhale, lift the gaze, lift the heart. Fingertips reach out in front of you. Keep really pressing through both feet evenly, cores engaged. Next inhale, keep rising all the way up to standing. Beautiful. We'll keep the feet as they are. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the hands behind the back. Find the unfamiliar interlace. Roll the shoulders open, and then start to exhale. Hinge the hips. Reach the heart space forward. So remember, we're not looking for that concave chest and rounded back. Long, flat spine, creating space in the sternum. Keep the left hip crease coming back. Right heel is grounded. Inhale. With control, release the bind. Hands release down to the mat. Nice. Halfway lift. And exhale, wander the feet wander the hands to the right. And then all 10 toes spin to the long edge of the mat as well. So if you'd like, you can find a wide-legged forward fold. Or again, if you're loving getting your perspective changed a bit, then maybe you find another inversion. This one you might find a little different. You might walk the hands back between the feet. And then you'll really press down into the hands. Find a little bit of lift. Nice. Find your yogi toes. Stay with it slowly, 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 with control. Coming back down to your mat. Nice. Walk the hands forward. We're going to try a different transition this time because that's what we get to do in this life, right? We get to try things, realize that there's probably a better way to do them, and then we get to change things. So here we go. We'll take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the waist. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift the heart. Nice, coming upright. This time we're gonna spin the right toes to the short edge of the mat. And then we're gonna kind of step that left foot, just kind of pop it in a bit. That was much better than the last time. And we have a block that's somewhat close. So we're getting closer in this transition. Maybe next time. We'll take the left hand, or a block in the left hand. We want to find a nice spaced balance. We'll take the right hand to the right hip. Hips and shoulders squaring to the short edge of the mat. And then inhale. Left fingertips reach to the ceiling. Keep the core engaged. And then on your exhale, reach, reach, reach. Keep that nice long flat spine. Keep reaching with that block. Eventually it's going to come down. It's going to land on the outside of the right foot. Now, traditionally, you know, so many yogis want that hand just outside of the left foot. Of the right foot. And for me, it creates a lot of congestion in my upper body. So if I just reach that out in front of the foot, and then I can reach with the heart space, it creates so much more length in my body. Nice. Be able to ground down through that left hand. We'll inhale, right fingertips release down to the left hand, and then exhale, start to find the twist. So I feel pretty congested there. It feels better with a block because I can find so much more space. So make decisions that are appropriate and best for you, and that feel best in your body. There's no shame in using props. Find your breath. Woo, nice big inhale. And exhale with control. Right hand releases, left hand releases. Both hands frame the foot. We're gonna step that left foot way back, nice long lunge, and then right foot steps way back. Flow through your vinyasa. we're gonna start to find our way to our sits bones. So I'm gonna encourage that you find some little handstand hops. Starting to feel what it feels like to take weight in the hands. So you might walk the feet just a little closer. Come onto the balls of the feet, heels are lifted, gaze is between the thumbs, and then just take some little tiny hops. They can be teeny tiny. And then eventually, you might start to find a little bit of hang time. Nice, cross the ankles, come down to the sits bones. And then we're gonna find a wide-legged fold. So I like to swivel sideways on my mat because it protects my heels. I have bony heels and it feels better on a mat. But I want to show you something as far as using a block. So when you take your legs wide, if you have trouble and you kind of find this shape and it's hard for you to kind of lift upright, I'm going to encourage you to lift the hips up onto a block. And so you're just wanting to be on the very edge of the block. You don't want to be in the middle of it. You're just kind of resting on the edge. I always say just kind of pull your meat and potatoes on the block and let everything else kind of come down. And what this does is it gets the pelvis into a nice tilt, allows the natural curve of the lumbar spine to re-enter the back. And then as you fold forward, you're probably going to slip right off the block. Totally fine, but it keeps your pelvis tilting so that you can continue to reach the heart space forward as opposed to this, right? So those feel very different in my body. Hopefully you can find something that creates a little bit of space for you, but take the legs nice and wide. Take an inhale, lift the heart space, and exhale, start to fold. Keep that nice long flat spine. Toes are reaching for the ceiling. And kind of come inside, come into a quiet place within. So even though we're living in a very chaotic world right now, we can continue to make space in our heart. Find stillness within. Retreat to that place of shelter deep within you. The place where you're whole and complete. The place that is untouched by the craziness of the world around us. Nice big inhale. And exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift the heart, walk the hands back into the body. And then if that was a big stretch for you, kind of give yourself some assist. And we're gonna find Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet together. Oh look, I have butterfly pants on. That was totally unplanned. But this is butterfly. For my knee, I'm gonna take the feet a little further away from the body. But traditionally, you know, you'd really bring the feet close into the groin, and then knees are working down towards the mat. You would lift the heart space and start to fold forward, okay? So that doesn't work on my right side right now, so I'll take both feet further away from the body. Be generous, right? Because we don't need to be hurting ourselves any more than what's going on. But take an inhale, and then just start to drape the body forward. Maybe you roll the palms to the ceiling. And let the head hang heavy. And bow into yourself. Opening the palms, both offering and receiving with each inhale, with each exhale. Next, inhale, gently roll the spine. So ever so slowly begin to roll the spine. We'll bring the knees together. If you're sideways on your mat, swivel back onto your mat and tuck, tuck, tuck the tailbone. Tuck the chin to the chest, one vertebra at a time. Keep the feet plugged in if you can. Just slowly roll down to the mat. Nice. Inhale, hug the knees into the chest. Take them nice and wide, maybe rock from side to side in a very kind of soothing manner. Starting to find your way into happy baby. And if you notice that your tailbone peels way up, see if you can just start to peel it down. Soles of the feet are going towards the ceiling and knees are working down towards the floor. Just gently rocking from side to side. You might find a little smile on your face. I always say there's no right or wrong in yoga, but if you're taking this shape without a bit of a smile on your face, then you might be doing it wrong. Corny little yoga joke that if you've been in classes with me, you're probably tired of hearing, that it makes me giggle every time. And we need more giggles these days. Maybe you think back to a time when the hardest thing you had to worry about was getting that toe in your mouth. I won't put that there because that would be definitely against COVID-19 protocol. Not cleanly at all, but we can giggle about it. Starting to release down from your child's pose. And then take the legs long off the body. Allow the palms to gently turn towards the ceiling. Find a shape that's really comfortable for you, so something that you can really melt into. I always like to kind of nestle my shoulder blades flat against the back of my rib cage. I'll take a nice big inhale and let it go. Let go of the active breath and allow the body to just breathe itself. Settling in to a sense of peace and stillness. Letting the body be really heavy and the spirit be really light. attention back to your breath. Notice the subtle rise and fall of the body as it breathes itself. When you're ready, slowly invite movement back in, wiggling the fingers, the toes. You might roll the wrists and the ankles. Taking a nice big full body stretch. Inhale, fingertips reach overhead, toes reach away from the body. And then exhale, bring the knees gently into the chest. We'll inhale, arms off the body like a T, and then just slowly allow both knees to come to the left. Find an ever so gentle twist. Let the hips be soft, the heart be open. Next inhale, come back to center. And exhale, both knees go to the right. Again, stay nice and soft. From here, we'll take the left hand over to the right hand. So we're kind of coming into lying on our right side. You might adjust yourself so you can cradle the head in the right arm, left hand to the heart space, and just find a pause. Embrace this journey. Embrace as we all find our new right side up as we travel through many versions. And then when you're ready, press up to a comfortable seat. Find something that's comfortable for you, grounding down into the sits bones. Finding a lift and expansion of the heart space. If you'd like to join me, I'll be closing with one single Om, offering peace and compassion to the world around us as we all find our new upside. Inhale. With deep gratitude, I say thank you for allowing me to guide you on this journey. May the light in you always be connected to the light that surrounds you. May your mind be clear like still water. May your lips speak nothing but kindness and truth. And may your heart know peace. Namaste. Thank you, beautiful yogis. I hope you have a wonderful evening or day or whatever is coming after for you.